Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mirror Champ Reacts, and I'm back with another banger, man. You already see them socials down there. Go ahead and follow them. Yes, sir. I'm talking about daily Twitch streams, live reactions, gaming streams, all that. All that. All that, man. We about to get right into the video, man. This is the killer who made a deal with the devil, man. This is the killer who made a deal with the devil, man. We're going to get right into the video. Make sure you like, comment, and sub, man. For more. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Woo! Watching scary
Two
shit all day,
sisters,
man.
Nicole Smallman and Biba Henry, were killed by a man who was believed to be a devil worshipper on the 6th of June, 2020. The bodies of the two sisters
Nigga,
were
this was
found
last year.
intertwined in a hedgerow at the Friant Country Park in London, England. Both of them had been stabbed numerous times. Biba Henry had been stabbed 8 times, while her sister, Nicole Smallman, had been stabbed 28 times. The two sisters were at Biba's birthday party and were at the time celebrating the coming together of the two after several whole months of being apart due to England's lockdown restrictions to help curb the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Nicole,
let's
who
see.
was 27 years old at the time, and Biba, who was 46, were celebrating Biba's 46th birthday in North London, and they seem to have had fun celebrating this milestone for her sister at the time, as earlier in the day, before the party, they had spent the majority of their day on a picnic. But unfortunately, that would be the very last picnic that they would ever have with each other, as their lives would be cut short within the next 12 hours. Now, before their demise, the two took their very last photo together in what local police describe as the last haunting selfie of the two sisters, as they spotted a Satan worshiper approaching moments before he murdered them after signing a deal with the devil in his own blood. At 1:13 in the morning, both women can be seen looking to their left as if they were distracted by something as they were taking the photo, and investigating officers believe that this is the moment they became aware of the approach of Daniel Hussein. The two sisters had been celebrating with their friends on that late night. However, both of them were left behind to continue having fun by dancing, listening to music, and lighting fairy lights. A forensic report showed that Nicole was attacked first and overpowered, and Biba tried to fight the attacker, but got overwhelmed as well. Their attacker, Daniel Hussein, was 18 years old at the time of this attack. All the evidence from the CCTV footage in the area and DNA evidence found by the forensics team at the crime scene quickly led law enforcement to arresting Daniel Hussein. He is said to have signed a deal with the devil to sacrifice 6 women in order to win a jackpot lottery of £321 million, and according to this contract, he would also not be a suspect in any of the crimes, especially those of the killing of the 6 women. He said that the demon he had signed this deal with was called Lucifuge Rofocale, and according to Wikipedia, they say that Lucifuge Rofocale, according to the Grand Grimoire, is the demon in charge of Hell's government and treasury by order of Lucifer. In other sources, it also says that, according to the Grand Grimoire, Lucifer, aka the devil, granted Lucifuge power over all worldly treasures along with control over the treasury in Hell, along with Mammon. Mammon being another demon who's supposed to represent human greed and is often referred to as one of the 7 princes of Hell. So with that in mind, Daniel Hussein most likely thought that by signing a deal with one of these demons that he could quickly—
That your dumb ass gonna go to prison. That your dumb ass gonna go to prison. You ain't getting your motherfucking 300 million goddamn pounds. But who the fuck you think you are? Who do you think you are? Stupid ass.
Insurmountable amount of wealth. Unfortunately though, Nicole and Biba were the first of the 6 women who would be sacrificed. A few days before he attacked the two sisters, he had spent €180 on lottery tickets, and while police were investigating this guy, the police had found this demonic contract signed in blood.
He not gonna show that
This
shit?
guy, the police had found this demon.
That nigga scared to show it. Let me see the agreement. Let me see the agreement, because it look like it's in your goddamn handwriting, you stupid fuck. How you gonna write your own fucking contract? That don't make no damn sense. For the mighty king, Luka Fuka, Rakahuku, perform a minimum of 6 sacrifices every 6 months. Every 6 fucking months. For as long as I am free and physically capable. Is you fucking serious? 6 murders, a murder a month? Until you die, motherfucker? That's all the money you want, 300 pounds for that? Nigga, that's not worth it. Nigga, go to the army, nigga. You fucking stupid. Sacrifice only woman. Build a temple for you. Do everything that I have promised, okay? For me, win the Mega Millions Super Jackpot. Receive fruitful rewards in return for future sacrifices I make to you. The rewards could consist of wealth and power. To never be suspected. Well, y'all read the last one. The dumbass agreement was fake. Because your dumbass in prison. Your agreement was to never get suspected of any crimes by the police. And you got suspected, you dumb shit.
Contract
the fuck are you
signed
doing?
in blood when they were searching Hussein's mother's place. Hussein lived with his mother, and the 3 lottery tickets that he had bought were found together with the signed agreement. And as you can see in this agreement, it says, for the mighty king Lucifage Rofakel, number 1, perform a minimum of 6 sacrifices every 6 months for as long as I am free and physically capable. Number 2, sacrifice only women. Number 3, build a temple for you. Number 4, do everything that I have promised. And in the next section, which says for me, which is for Danielle, he says, win the Mega Millions Super Jackpot to receive fruitful rewards in return for the future sacrifices I make to you. The rewards could consist of wealth and power. And number 2, to never be suspected of any crimes by the police, and also that the police will never know of any crimes.
Well, how did that turn out?
And that I will do.
How the fuck did that turn out?
You can see that it was signed by him.
For you, Hussein.
In his own blood. And interestingly enough, you can see that he left another section for Lucifage, the demon, for him to sign. But I don't know how that would be possible. But this right here is a clear...
So you gonna sign the contract. You gonna sign the contract. And the motherfucking nigga who gonna give you the rewards didn't even sign.
Sign of someone who is incredibly dangerous and someone who should never ever be let out of prison.
Stupid. Fucking retarded. What the fuck type of shit is that?
Interestingly enough, though, during this case, most people, including members of the jury in his court appearances, did not know that he, as a young boy, had been in a de-escalation program when he was just 15 years old. At this age, he was involved in Islamic extremism and radicalization, but apparently after a couple of months in this program, was subsequently released as he was later identified as being of no risk. However, after Hussein did what he did to these 2 girls, he had visited the hospital the day after he committed the attack to get treated for cuts on his hand, which he had caused himself. The cuts were believed to have been a part of the satanic ritual that he was committing for Lucifage. The 2 sisters' mother, Mina Smallman, a retired Church of England cleric, told BBC News that the problem is the people who are supposed to be assessing and taking responsibility. There's a gap from stage to stage, so they get lost in the system. The saddest thing is, if this young man does have this tendency, when he goes into prison, he is going to be even more radicalized. He is a killer now. He'll be a killing machine by the time he gets out. It was also reported that the killer of the 2 sisters, Danielle Hussein, would give the mother an eerie smile while the presentation of the most gruesome evidence was being presented in court. But the mother, after realizing his repeated efforts at taunting her, would smile back and wink so that he knew that he had not destroyed her, and because of that, he would go crazy because he realized that he didn't have the power that he wanted over her. But the darkest part about this whole story is that the bodies of the 2 sisters were found by Adam Stone, who was Nicole Smallman's boyfriend, and this was especially eerie since Adam was the first one to actually call the police to report the unknown whereabouts of his girlfriend, Nicole. But evidently, due to local police not taking this seriously and the incredibly long wait time that they had to wait on for the police, Adam decided to take matters into his own hands, went out and started looking around, and eventually found the bodies of his girlfriend and her sister. And this was apparently evidence of police negligence, as on the night of June 6th, Adam was worried since he hadn't heard from his girlfriend, and after receiving a call from her mother about her not being in contact with her, he and the family decided to report it to the police. But the police were hesitant, they didn't really think it was a big concern, and they waited till the next day to act. But by the time they had actually decided to do anything about it, Adam Stone, the boyfriend, had already discovered the two bodies himself at Friend Country Park in Wembley. But apparently, the police's misconduct did not end there, as two police officers, PC Jamie Lewis and PC Denise Hoffer, took a selfie at the crime scene where the two bodies were found and posted the images on WhatsApp. And subsequently, these photos circulated through WhatsApp and other social media platforms. And later on, an investigation was conducted, and the two police officers, aged 32 and 47, respectively, said they would surrender and confess to misconduct. And obviously, this was a very sad and tragic situation for the family, as the bodies of their two daughters were circulating the internet carelessly for people to view for their own entertainment. But it was these different scenarios that confirmed it for the family of how the police force had conducted themselves carelessly from the moment of the missing person report to the moment the bodies were discovered. To the family, they could not rely on local law enforcement and was furious that the police did not take enough haste on finding these two girls. Investigations were later carried out to determine how and why the force had acted the way they did, and whether they had taken the right steps, especially during the missing persons report. Another unnamed police officer was also under investigation in this case over fears that they did not handle the family's reports appropriately. But unfortunately, the conclusion of this investigation still has yet to be released to the public. However, detectives on this case are expected to release the findings of their investigation in the near future. And if found guilty, the responsible police officers will be punished accordingly. In any case, in gradual updates with this story, the police also believe that the demon worshipper, Daniel Hussein, did not particularly target the two sisters, and that he had attacked them at random since at the time of the murders he was staying with his father and his grandmother's house, which was a short walk from Friend Country Park itself. Therefore, the thought is that they were just unlucky to be in the wrong place at the wrong time on the wrong night. Luckily, this guy was arrested, as per that demonic contract signed in blood dictated that he would have to take the lives of 4 more innocent women. For now, tragedy has been averted, but as we all know, worldwide, at every single second, there are other psychopaths and sadists out there taking the lives and causing pain to innocent individuals who don't deserve it. In any case, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in hearing more stories like this, and be sure to turn on all bell notifications so you know whenever I upload a video. And yeah, until next time, stay safe out there.
Well, all right. There you have it. That was the killer who made a deal with the devil, man. If you like that video, go ahead and like, comment, and sub, man. So we can come back with more, man. It's your boy Mirror Champ Reacts, man, and I'll come back every single day with reactions. Yes.